Thanks for joining us. We began a murder conviction in a case that took the life of a young man who had just graduated from high school. On Friday, police released a statement on the conviction of Daniel Walker for the shooting that took place a year and a half ago at a Brooklyn Park home. Walker was sentenced to 40 years in prison. Reese Crenshaw was at a birthday gathering playing cards when witnesses say he was shot unprovoked by Walker, who has a lengthy criminal history. The two had not met before. Brooklyn Park police say the incident had a profound impact on the family, friends, and community members who knew Crenshaw and are grateful to have justice in the case. A Brooklyn Park man faces a February court hearing following accusations he killed his friend while the two were playing with guns. The shooting happened last October at a home on the 7900 block of Lee Avenue North in Brooklyn Park. According to criminal charges filed, 20-year-old Anwar Muhammad is charged with one count of secondary manslaughter. He is accused of killing 19-year-old Nabil Omar of Blaine. A witness told police the friends would often dry fire guns at each other in the house. One of the guns, however, had a bullet in its chamber. The Maple Grove Police Department's drone program received a $10,000 boost this month thanks to the generosity of a local religious organization.
We at the Hindu Society of Minnesota are honored to make this contribution to help with the expansion of the Department of Public Safety's drone program, which will be an investment to help with responding swiftly to emergencies, to locate missing persons, assess threats, and save lives.
The Hindu Society of Minnesota made the donation during last week's City Council meeting. The money will help the department purchase a larger, more sophisticated drone. Maple Grove Police currently have two drones, one that's primarily used indoors to search buildings, and another that's mainly for outdoor use.
Yeah, we're really grateful for that partnership with that organization that made the donation, because it truly helps get us tools that we need in Maple Grove to support the community in keeping people safe.
The department plans to use the drones to search crime scenes, find missing people, and assess hot spots during structure fires. The sale of Minnesota's second largest apartment complex is still in limbo. Huntington Place Apartments in Brooklyn Park is up for sale. The current owner, nonprofit housing developer Aon, is working on a purchase agreement with a New York-based buyer named Maz Capital Group. But for the sale to go through, the Brooklyn Park City Council would need to forgive an almost $4 million loan given to Aon. If the council doesn't forgive the loan, the property will likely go into foreclosure and be sold on the open market. The council won't make a final decision for at least another month. Construction is underway to fill a long vacant space in the Crystal Town Center. Crystal City officials issued a building permit for a store called Daiso to replace a former Broadway pizza on West Broadway. Daiso describes itself as a one-stop shop for all of your household needs, featuring Japanese-inspired home decor, stationery, food, and more. Daiso has 150 locations across the United States, but this would be the first in Minnesota. No word yet on the store's opening date. Duffy's has stood on Osseo's Main Street for more than 30 years. Its building even longer, originally constructed in 1895. For this week's Business Matters, I explained how the family-owned shop is changing shape.
Duffy-style wings are really popular. Our pizzas are really popular. I think we have the best burgers in Osseo, to me, so.
At the heart of a restaurant is its kitchen. On a Friday afternoon, when Duffy's Bar and Grill in Osseo opens for business, traffic rolls in right away.
We push a lot of food. We got a lot of great staff.
Cook Marcus Whitaker has a handle on the system.
It's a challenge. We all have our positions. We got the fryer, got the setups. Everybody stays in one station, works one station. We communicate when the tickets come in.
One look around the place tells you one thing for sure. Duffy's is an Osseo staple.
Duffy's has been a bar on and off since at least 1900.
It's been in Josh Duffy's family since 1989.
We get a lot of people that kind of come out and just to read signs, and a couple of them over here are the ones that are probably our most popular.
Collecting knickknacks and tacking on rooms over the years. Now, Duffy says it's time for an expansion.
Right now, they're pulling foundation out and replacing it, so we're going to have a nice, strong building going here.
Not to the dining floor, but to the kitchen from the outside in.
You'll see the original rock walls and rock foundation that they've been dealing with over here.
They're going to make it much bigger. giving the kitchen staff more space to move and room for more storage, eventually making room for a bigger menu. All of that is something Whitaker welcomes.
I'm excited. So for us to get a renovation and get it bigger, I'm excited for that.
And while you won't be able to see it from the dining room, Duffy thinks the change will open up their potential.
This will be the biggest project this building and our family has ever seen. So this renovation will cement our presence in Osseo for years and years and years to come.
The renovation should be complete in April. Until then, the restaurant will stay open at its spot on Main Street most days. This weekend, the city of Plymouth celebrates Fire and Ice, its annual winter festival, in more ways than one.
So this is Fire and Ice. It was a beer that we were asked to make by the city of Plymouth.
Loose Line Brewing has a role in the festivities with this specially made craft beer. Its Fire and Ice creation is a pale ale with fruit and citrus flavors. In addition to a new craft beer, there's a new location. This year's Fire and Ice Festival takes place at Plymouth Creek Playfield. The change in venue was prompted by previous years of poor ice conditions at its former Parker's Lake location. The new location will offer a variety of family activities that run from 3 to 9 on Saturday, and true to event tradition, it will include fireworks starting at 6:30. Free shuttle service will be provided to the site from the Plymouth Community Center.
It's always a big game when the Osseo and Maple Grove boys basketball teams square up against each other. The Crimson and the Orioles met up in Northwest Suburban Conference play on Friday, and Chaz Moots has more.
The Crimson came in at Friday's game winners of 3 in a row. Osseo is 6-8 on the season. First half, Quincy Johnson can't go under the ball screen on the junior. He buries the triple. Osseo down 29-26. A couple minutes later, Owen Counts, good read here. Nice pass inside to Nebel Mohammed for 2. That cuts the Crimson lead down to 1. Still in the first half, Maple Grove tightening up defensively. Keegan Harney with the steal. The senior takes it himself. Right-hand finish on the left side. Then right before halftime, Harney off a ball screen, a little sidestep, 3-ball, good. Crimson take a 7-point lead after a back-and-forth first half. The Orioles came out swinging in the second half. Again, it's Johnson squaring up from deep and sinking the triple. Osseo down just 1 again. Maple Grove answering back. Henry Knutson had a big second half, catch and shoot 3 from the slot. Crimson back up 6 with 8 minutes to play. Then out of the post, Jacob Rabanek kick out to Knutson, 3-ball from way back. Knutson scored 25 points and hit 4 3-pointers. Osseo wasn't going to let MG get away. They kept it close throughout. Willis Crudup scooping layup for 2. But too much inside-outside game from the Crimson. Great pocket pass from Soren Berman. Rabanek loses a shoe on the and-one finish. Maple Grove takes care of business and gets a 6-point win. In Osseo, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
At halftime of last Friday's Osseo Maple Grove boys basketball game, 2 special teams in the great history of Osseo boys basketball were honored. Chaz Moots has more.
Both the majority of the 2001 and 2012 Osseo boys basketball state championship teams returned back on Friday night to be recognized and honored for their title wins. Each player and coach on both teams were introduced, and then a highlight video was played in front of the jam-packed gym. For members of the state championship teams, returning back brings back memories, along with giving the Orioles a chance to reconnect with one another.
It's very special, obviously. I think that as the years go by, you can kind of forget about how special of the time that was and how special of a team that was. So just to come back, see the love, see the support, see all the time and effort they've gone into making this a special night. It truly means a lot.
I feel like I just seen them last week. The way the conversation flows, and we're having great laughs. It's a bond that will stand the test of time. We did it the right way. We enjoyed each other while we were doing it. We were supportive of each other. And I genuinely feel like we were all good people. So to win with a great group of guys, it means a lot.
In Osseo, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
A loss to a very good Hopkins team last month behind them. The Maple Grove girls basketball team is on a hot streak. The Crimson were shooting for their 7th win of January on Friday against an old rival. New Osseo head girls basketball coach Vontae Copeland in his first game as the Orioles head coach, taking over for Tanisha Scott. Early Osseo hoop, lob pass into Nevaeh Torma down low, who banks in 2 of her team-high 13 points. Nice give and go here for the Crimson. Jordan Odie to Bella Hanna and back to Odie for 2 as Maple Grove dominates the first half. Addie Hanna to Sophia Anderson and then to Lexi Hanna in close for 2 more. Crimson are up 16-2. Lexi Hanna finishes the night with 10 points. Caitlin Clough grabs an offensive rebound and passes to Sienna Mayer, who hits the mid-range jumper, capping a 19-0 scoring run for Maple Grove. They lead by 20. Odie beats her defender off the dribble to lay in 2 more of her 17 first-half points. That's 21 in all for the game. Anderson is alone in the corner and hits for 3. 3 triples and 12 points in all for her in the game. Maple Grove leads 42-9 at halftime, and the state's top-ranked Class 4A team rolls to a 67-28 win. The Crimson's 13th straight over the Orioles. In Maple Grove, John Jacobson, CCX Sports. Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.